Welcome everybody out there. The Legends of League at Central Coast Stadium.
He's still going, get rid of it. Could this be? It is, and they score in the corner. What a day it's been, and I can't wait for next year.
Well, it's grand final time. Kickoff's only moments away. Canterbury have won the toss. I can tell you that. It's the Barbarians v Canterbury. Canterbury will be defending the southern end, so the Brisbane Waters end of the ground. They're going to take the wind, which I think is really going to add some starch to their firepower already today. And the Barbarians will have to defend. And I would think that Barbarians will be kicking off as well. So the two referees today will be Stephen Clark and Bill Harrigan. Most of the officials are on the field already. Just waiting for the players. You can see the Barbarians side been very impressed with Michael Crocker today. And Todd Carney, Brett Camorley.
And Crocker, Carney, Hyington, Gower, Walker. Chrissy Walker hasn't played the last game. Craig, Campese, Scandalis, Fadawira, Henderson, Waterhouse, Wayman, Carney, Roberts, Blacklock and Bowen. So two of their players unfortunately got injured in the last game and haven't played. And for the Canterbury side, Ryan Azatasio, Millie Grimaldi, Hallertau, Morin, Talau, Silva, Mason, Matua, Sherwin, Turner, Holdsworth, Perrott, Utai, and the general Luke Patton scored plenty of tries today.
Haven't they just? So Matty Utai out there before. He was still running around in Sydney Shield a few years ago, I think. Good to see the little pocket rocket. Rockets, talking about rockets, Rod Silver's out there. See him often when he finishes his shift down in, he was down in Bondi a while back. Daniel Holdsworth's out there. One of the great players, Daniel Holdsworth, a real club man as well. They love their Canterbury, the boys out there. Coach, of course, Terry Lamb's out there as well. Just giving the guidance for the players. Geez, what a bench. I mean, they've just handled it well. We're waiting for Bill to give the signal. Canterbury will kick off with Brett Sherwin. This is grand final. It's 12 minutes each way, so it goes up a little notch. So much so that he's kicked it out on the full. That's not the great start that they were looking for. And Bill gives the penalty to the Barbarians. So straight into it at the first 10 seconds. They're playing the two referee rule here, so this will be interesting to see whether it slows it up or they play a lot more advantage. So 12 minutes each way. There'll be a 5-minute half-time break. Now, if it's a draw, it will be 5 minutes, golden point. And they're going to keep playing until we get a golden try. It's as simple as that. So they're looking for the line. Here's the kick. Not bad at all.
Do you think, you know who gets the benefit out of the extra couple of minutes they're going to play in this grand final?
Who's that?
Them or us. They like the fact that it's 3 minutes longer each half than we do. I don't know.
We will amp it up. Here they go, the Barbarians, with the first real touch of the football this afternoon in the grand final. Barbarians v Canterbury. For the Legends of League, who's going to get the bragging rights? Good run there by Heinington. You can see the body starting to seize up, but it's muscles and then muscles from the Canterbury side already. There's Bobcat Ryan getting up off his line, tries to make the tackle. Good little split there. He almost got through, didn't he? But he gets brought down in the tackle. Good run by Campese. Big dummy. Everyone got filled, including me. We all turned left. They tried to get down to the bonus try zone, which you get 5 points for. There's Campese. He got it just flown over. It's batted back by Canterbury. Azatazi tries to get over it. Not on this occasion. He's just got to get over the line. Can he get there, Johnny? No, he can't. The Greek Prince gets held up. He'll have to go back and play the ball a metre out from the line, if that. Throws the dummy, intercept there. Matty Utai tries to get the ball back. It's been batted. Now Barbarians again with the ball through Matty Bowen. Bowen decides to split him. They're attacking, but the defence is holding from Canterbury in the opening 90 seconds of the match. They kick ahead. There was no need to do it, but he'll get the ball. Amos Roberts. Hang on. What have we got here? The referee said, yep, that'll do me. Harrigan points to the spot. 4-0 Barbarians.
What about Matty Bowen there? He just got the ball back with 6 to go. There's not much happening. I'll just play down the short side. And you know what? There's space. I'll kick for my friend Amos. He's going to run down the sideline, and he's probably going to score a try. It's only a grand final. It's nothing to worry about.
But Canterbury just stopped. Canterbury, they didn't play to the whistle. The golden rule, play to the whistle and see what happens. And here's the kick. Oh, it's sprayed off the side of his boot, old Campo. Not on this occasion. 4-0 the score. Barbarians over Canterbury. Rennie Matua's now on the field. There's Willie Mason. There's the kickoff now from the Barbarians. They want to try and get the ball back, but gets taken right on the full. There's the replay of the try there by Amos Roberts. Back live now. Canterbury charging it up. Good run there. Matua's now at the acting half. He gives it to Big Willie. Charges up. Who's going to bring him down? But they hold him up. Michael Crocker involved with Craig Gower. Quick play the ball. They come down the blind side again. Looking for some runners. He's away. Matua, now he offloads. Balls go to ground. Tunnel ball for Mason. Barbarians kick ahead. Waterhouse, beware the second kick. He's just got to fall on it. Then they'll get another set. And he's trying to strip it one-on-one.
Go left to Todd Carney.
Don't let it. No way.
Todd Carney, Matt Bowen, Craig Gower in the corner.
There's plenty of space. There's plenty of space. They're looking for an inside runner, and they find Matty Bowen, who's still got some pace to burn. He offloads it. Sends it across field now. Barbarians again. They're doing it easy. Craig Gower. Referee Clark this time points to the spot.
Is that Craig Gower scoring in the left corner? Jeez, well, I don't know. That vision might have just come to my mind. I don't know. It's just Matty Bowen. It come off the bat. Billy Mason got tunnel balled, couldn't pick up the ball, and then it goes behind him. And Trent Waterhouse. That was a very smart play by Waterhouse.
Here's the conversion. Sorry, doesn't look bad. Not on this occasion. 8-0 Barbarians over Canterbury.
Waterhouse to dive on that ball instead of trying to go for the third kick was a smart move. Didn't give up the ball. Gets it back. It goes from Carney to Bowen, and he keeps it alive. Wraps around. Crocker wraps around. Craig Gower there in the corner. Mick Crocker doesn't look too healthy, I don't think.
No, they're all sucking him in. They're sucking him in. 3 and 3/4 minutes into the match so far. 8-0. 2 tries to 0. They've had all the ball. Canterbury have just given away some silly ball. Matty Utai takes it. Runs it straight away. They need some space. Goes straight into the big man. He's never been afraid, Matty. Somehow manages to offload. Now it's Bobcat. Azatazi, almost an intercept. Jamie Feeney now with the ball in his headgear. Steps inside his man. Into enemy territory. Goes down in the tackle. Good work there by Scandalis. Right around the bootlaces. Copybook stuff, so they say. There's the ogre. Mark O'Malley. MOM charges it up. Canterbury right on the attack there through Ryan. They've taken it straight up the middle. They've found a little weakness there. Now it's Canterbury's turn. What can they do? Runs to the line. Holdsworth offloads. Intercept. Nathan Blacklock. Off he goes. He's gone.
No, Steve Turner's got him. Fatawira versus Turner. Desperation.
Turner gets him.
No dummy half. Don't play it yet.
He's
play
lost
on
the ball.
General.
Play on. General has stolen it.
Now the Dogs are attacking. Holdsworth, Azatasi, draw and pass.
That's a
go. It's too good for him.
The ball's gone forward. The ball's gone forward. Barbarians will get the ball back with no advantage play. That was great rugby league. Everything happening there. Waitira had the ball and Turner around his legs again. That's the replay. 8-0 the score remains with 5 minutes into this match. There's still 7 to go in this first half. So now we'll be back live in just a second. As you can just see, they're all falling all over the ball here. He's trying everything. Dean Hallertau. Now it goes through Gower.
Chip.
It goes it out to Bowen. Bowen straight up over the halfway line. Bowen's away. Bowen should score. He will score. Tries to get to the zone but doesn't. Gets over the line. He's sucking him in. Points to the spot. 12-0.
Good luck being Tony Grimaldi there in front of Matty Buff.
Fair income.
There's 15 metres of space. It's 2-on-2. You've got Bowen, Amos Roberts coming at you, and you've got Tony Grimaldi. I don't know who the Dogs' winger was. It's like, good luck. Stood him up, stands him still, 2-foot shuffle, then just runs straight around him.
It is all Barbarians at the moment. 6 minutes in half with this right through the first quarter. And that takes it out to 14-0 now.
Ooh.
It could be unassailable, but Canterbury just need to settle down a little bit. Just push their way forward, and they can do this. But it's all been Barbarians. Brett, you have pretty much given them the kiss of life all the way through. You've said that they were the team to beat.
Well, I thought they were the team to beat. Matty Bowen, Todd Carney. So excited to watch those guys play in this format of nines where there's going to be space and there's going to be some tired humans in front of them. They've got this dream start to this grand final. 14-0, 2 tries. Dogs have come up with a couple of errors. They're out of troops though, the Barbarians. They've got 3 or 4 on the bench. The Dogs have got 7 on the bench. They're gone physically. Can they hang on? And
another interchange play for the Barbarians as they run the ball straight up there. Canterbury 5 short from the line. The Barbarians line is holding. It is holding on 14-0 at the moment. Now they run to the line through Sherwin. Sherwin gives it out to Patton. Patton runs it out. Gives it out to Azatazi. Wants some pace there.
Hinton. Another tackle from Chris Hinton.
He's done it again. Boy. You don't write this stuff. You can't believe it has just happened. I think we've got an injury, and rightly, honestly, there were bodies everywhere. Heinington's done it again.
Look at that.
Geez, fair. He's trying to do the Sattler, and he's done it twice today. It's sensational.
No.
It is desperation rugby league. They're straight up here. We'll go back live now. O'Mealy with the ball. A metre away, he lurches out. No, not on this occasion. They need points now, Canterbury. This is the important part. Trying to get up and play it. He's not happy, Mark. There he goes, the general, straight across. Try. Canterbury are on the board. 14-4. 14-4.
Yeah, Brett Sherwin it was that was the try scorer. He'll have a shot at goal as well. I think in these games you've got to kick every goal. The bonus points have been scored by the Barbarians. He's got to kick it. He has.
Yeah.
14-6.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Wow. What about the tackle from Heinington? If he turns around and says, I wasn't playing competitively today, he's lying.
He's absolutely. I think it's Grimaldi that scored the try. Grimaldi it must have been.
Yep.
Here it goes. Barbarians with the ball from the kickoff. They run it straight up there. There's Wayman. Takes it almost 10 metres out from his line. 14-6. We're into the 8.5 minutes. Still got a few more minutes. Still got 3.5 to go.
Error from the Barbarians.
They didn't need this, and they've only got a couple of players left on the interchange bench.
Well, this is what Canterbury did. Canterbury started this grand final with a couple of errors, and they conceded 2 tries to the Barbarians.
Sherwin. Patton injects himself with a super bit of pace. The general, off he goes, looking for an inside runner through Turner. Turner almost goes down, but he manages to regain his feet. He just has to, no, not on this occasion. Goes down a metre out from the line. They come towards that open side. There goes Sherwin. Sherwin through Holdsworth to Willie Mason. Willie, can he get a try? The ball's batted back. Barbarians will come away with it. Silly error there. Didn't need to force the pass. We're into the 9th minute now. 3 to go in this first half. 14-6. This has been good stuff. Here's Campese. The fatigue is completely in. These players are out on their feet. They might be having a laugh, but their bodies will suffer for the next couple of days.
I bet they're looking at the clock and going, 9 minutes something? Why haven't we stopped? 12 minutes, men.
I think Trent Robinson hopes he's on a 5-day off roster. I can tell you in his job. He'll need all 5 days. There's Carney, decides to kick ahead. And that'll just turn the doggies around again. They try and now get back. Great pass there to Bobcat, straight up over the line. He takes it straight up the centre.
Got to go right, the Dogs. There's a chance if they go right.
And here they go. They follow your instructions. Straight back into him. Goes down in the tackle. Campese all over him. The battering ram. Now goes through Holdsworth. Holdsworth sends it out to Sherwood. Sherwood inside pass. Now Patton trying to inject himself. Now back into the hands of Bobcat Ryan. They tried to get a flick pass away.
Bonus point.
I think that's fine. Perrott will put the ball down and they'll point to the spot. Here they come, the doggies. 14-10.
So you can't make a mistake. Grand final. Going to make you pay. Holdsworth kicking the goal.
I think he's promoting his company, and so he should. He's well deserved. Now it's interesting. 1 point ball game. 90 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, it just showed you, the Dogs made some mistakes. They conceded 2 tries. The Barbarians are now making some mistakes. They've just conceded 2 tries.
The fatigue factor is settling in, and the interchange is making a huge bench. They've kicked off again. Ting has tried to kick it, but they've got nothing. Barbarians are out on their feet. Here's Heinington. Let's see what he can do. They need halftime right now. They've got 1:05, and they need it desperately. They need to get some fluid into the systems. Good run again. Straight up, goes down in the tackle. Azatazi involved with that. They go the blind side, looking for Gower. Gower just trying to get space out to Amos. Amos has got plenty of pace about him, but he gets bashed down in the crowd. A metre out. Referee said, no, you've got a penalty. 45 seconds. They've got a set to put on. What can they do here? They need to get some points. They haven't had anything for the last 4 or 5 minutes. They look for the line. It's the first one I think I've seen today. Touch finder. They've gained an extra 10 metres. Here's Gower. Now he sends it to Sherwin. Field goal. Field goal.
It's gone.
Goal. It doesn't look bad. The touch judge said no. Back to it. And that's it. He's calling time now, Billy Harrigan.
I'm just wondering, obviously, our clock says not quite there yet, but we must have missed the siren going off, because you wonder why Todd Carney's kicking field goal when there's 20 seconds to go on the clock.
Exactly. So he's done that. He's looked for it. The score remains at halftime. Barbarians 14, Canterbury 13. And there'll be a commentary change. John O'Farr to bring you home.
Andy Raymond is down there with someone. We have a lucky special guest with Andy Raymond.
Yeah, down here with the Barbarians and Chris Walker, we've just learnt, tore his hip flexor earlier, so he's out. Nathan Blacklock's got a cut hand. Chris Hyington still looks an absolute treat. How are you going?
Yeah, did you see me run down Roy Tassie?
That's 2 in one day.
Oh no, on fire.
Exhausted?
Exhausted.
Absolutely exhausted. Little air of confidence, but they're going to battle with fatigue, as you boys said. The Bulldogs have got a full complement of players. Doing all the talking over there is Willie Mason, Roy Asatasi, and the great Terry Lamb as the honorary coach for the Bulldogs today. Boys doing a wonderful job, looking to go back to back.
Hey, Andy, I'm just inquiring why Chris Hyington was following you. Don't you normally go to them? What's happening there?
Okay, it looks like we'll have to wait for that answer. But there you go. You're 100% right, Brett Kamali.
Did he want to come over and go, let's look at the highlights? We're going to have to have the highlights. Chris Hyington will be on this highlight package.
Yeah, you would think so. Here's the first half. It started with Bowen. What a kick into the in-goal area, and Roberts picking up the first try for the Barbarians. And I'm tipping, yeah, you're right, that tackle will be here in this first half. And then Crocker, the play that Brett Kamali called. Bowen out to the try scorer in Craig Gower. You're Nostradamus, Noddy.
Yeah, and then we have Fatawiri here making the line break, great tackle. But there's no dummy half, and then the Dogs get some ball as Atasi down the edge. Lovely little flick. Just it was too good. It was too good of a pass. Matty Bowen, he gets one-on-one with Tony Grimaldi. He beats him for pace, beats him around. Grimaldi doesn't let him get into the bonus zone. Concedes a tackle. We've got to have, hopefully, Chris Hyington. There'll be a highlights reel put together after today.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to have 2 of the best cover tackles you've ever seen. Tony Grimaldi gets on the ball here for the Dogs. Sammy Perrott scores in the bonus point. There's the sponsorship on the back of the jersey. All good, bro.
It. Oh, well done, Sammy Perrott. So,
14.
yeah, there's the first half highlight. So, a terrific first half. 12 minutes, not 9. That was the difference in this grand final. And who will make the difference in the second 12 minutes? 14-13, Brett Kamali. Can Canterbury come back and go back-to-back? Or will the Barbarians take it on? We'll take a break. On the other side, all the action of the second half in this Legends of League grand final here from Central Coast Stadium.
Space from 73,000.
So welcome back to Central Coast Stadium, and here we go, the second half of this grand final, and now the Barbarians have possession of the football. Big thank you to Albie Tallarico, who took over the first 12 minutes of this grand final. Now they take it up, the Barbarians. They charge forward, and they play it about 10 metres out from the try line. What can they do here? Crocker from dummy half, gives the ball nicely across to Bowen, the flyer. Now ball out to Gower. Gower, the little flick pass to Amos Roberts. Roberts fires the pass back to Crocker. Crocker, the bearded warrior, takes on the Bulldogs line, and he's tackled about 11 metres out from the line. They lead by 1, 14-13, the Barbarians. Gower onto Bowen, nicely worked there to Campese. Beautiful ball, back, run around. Campese fires the pass. Bowen now puts the kick in the, well, I thought into the in-goal area, but it goes into the wall and the feet of the Bulldogs, and they'll play it 10 out from their line.
Yeah, the kick had to get through the line there by little Matty Bowen. Amos Roberts was flying through, but it hits the shin, and the Dogs get a chance to get the ball back in good field position. Oh, there's been a knock-on by Amelie.
Oh, he spilled his lollies.
The first half, when we saw every time there was a mistake, there was a try conceded. So the Dogs have got to do well here to defend.
So Wayman will play the football from dummy half. The Barbarians scoot through. Oh, and the big tackle there, almost a hospital pass to Craig Gower from Michael Crocker. He seems okay, though.
He seems okay. He's a tough player, Craig Gower. He's extremely tough. It looks like the half-time just put a bit of a stop to this game. We need something to happen with a bit of intensity. Fire him back up. We've got 12 minutes, 11 minutes to go.
I think you need to go to the sideline and wind them up.
Shot.
The Bulldogs are gone. Brett Kamali might be the difference here. They won last year against the Knights.
Here comes Mace is on. Mace will create the energy.
Here we go. So Bobcat from dummy half gives the ball across to that man Mason. He takes it forward and gets some valuable yards just into opposition territory. And now they go from dummy half. They give the ball away to Patton. The ball bounces. Oh, shifty shoe, and his hands let him down on that occasion. And Wayman over the top for the Barbarians. But a costly error for the Bulldogs, Brett Kamali, and now the Barbarians, who lead this by 1, have the ball right on half.
Yeah, and the tackling star of the day, Chris Harrington, he's just literally limped back out. It was not the healthy-looking interchange you'd normally expect.
He was certainly fond of his tackle. It was a pretty good one from behind, and now the Barbarians shift it. Bowen tried to get it to Roberts, but couldn't get it there.
Grimaldi, good job. That's a massive effort from Tony Grimaldi to be numbering up
Gower,
on that Bowen.
Waterhouse, now Bowen. Bowen puts on a bit of flash footwork, and he's tackled again. Brought to ground about 15 from the line. Barbarians by 1. Now Campese, beautiful ball across field. The Barbarians, they travel inside the 22. It's picked up by the Bulldogs. Now they take it forward. And they'll play it now through the general. Now they go from dummy half. Left side nicely. Takes it up through Matua. Beautiful ball to Feeney. Feeney through a huge hole. He goes over the halfway line. He's been good today, Jamie Feeney. I'd be wearing that headgear more as they take it up nicely through Matua. And he goes inside 22. Oh, looks like there's an injury
gone.
there.
Campo's done a calf, I'm going to say.
Well, there's a kick from Holdsworth. Chance for Bowen at the back. He's got some work to do, but the Bulldogs go straight over the top and bang and put him to ground, and Campo's in a world of trouble, Brett Kamali.
Yeah, Terry Campese's gone. It's hamstring or calf, I'd say. Long day. Old bodies gone. So that means the Barbarians are literally going to run out of troops. They've got 2 on the bench.
Yes, their third player out, of course, Walker. And there was another player there in Brett Kearney. So he went out.
Yeah.
So they've lost 3, the Barbarians. Yeah, and they lead by 1 in this.
And Mick Crocker's on one leg.
Oh.
He can barely keep running. So this will be brave if the Barbarians can defend their way to the victory. They'll need Bowen or Carney to come up with something in attack, but this is where they're going to have to be brave defensively.
Mason with a big don't argue. Push and shove. Oh, Carney tries to take him on. So too big Scando. Now they go through Matua inside the 10. They're probably about 5 short of the line over on the far side here at Central Coast. They're facing the Brisbane Waters. Comes to Holdsworth. Now the pass back inside to Patton. The general fires the pass. It was touched by the opposition. Feeney tried to get it, but Crocker gets it for the Barbarians.
Chris Harrington has come up with that tackle as well. That was his tackle on Luke Patton. He's a tackling machine today, Chris Harrington.
That'll be on the next highlight reel.
Can we give a player of the tournament? At the moment, he is leading it.
Well, there you go. So now they take it up, the Barbarians. Fatawira charges at the line. A strong defensive effort there from Jamie Feeney. He puts him to ground. And a 2-man tackle. Harrington, that man, probably the man of the tournament, gets it to Gower. Gower to Tinger. And Blacklock goes at the line. He's tackled about 5 or 6 short of the halfway line, pretty much on the touch line. Harrington from dummy half gives it to Gower. Gower puts a good stabbing kick down towards the quarter line, and it will find touch about 11 metres out from the try line. That's good. That's a good tactic there from Craig Gower, the former Panther. 14-13, the Barbarians lead by 1. And it's 17 and a bit gone in this second half.
Well, straight into a play the ball in this game. There's no scrum, so there's no taking time out. And Stammy Perrett's got it already back into play. Holdsworth's going to get some players running off him.
So now they take it up, the Bulldogs. Todd Carney, of course, just before the halftime break, he tried to do a Craig Polamauna and go for the field goal, but he missed it. So that's why we're 14-13, but it would have been 15-13 as the Bulldogs now take it through Grimaldi, and he's...
Go left. They've got to go left. Holdsworth's got to get it.
They want to go left through Brett Kamali. Now it comes across. Beautiful work from Holdsworth. Just holds up the pass, the show and go. He takes on Crocker. Now he gives the ball back. Oh, the inspirational skipper will score not only a try, but a bonus try. What a brilliant passage of play from the Bulldogs, and now it's 18-14 with a kick to come. 18 gone in this game, Brett Kamali.
Yeah, nice play there from Daniel Holdsworth. The dummy, the 3-on-2. He had Henderson in front of him. He was always going to beat him for pace, Holdsworth. Kicks the goal now, so that puts him out. 6-point lead. Massive play there by Daniel Holdsworth up the short side. Look who's in front of you. Know you can beat him for pace. Yeah. Skip to the outside. Have some patience. And then Andrew Ryan, the captain, floated back up the inside. Scored the try.
Well, the Bulldogs have scored 10 more points than they did in the grand final last year. They won it 10-6 over the Knights. And now they lead by 6 over the Barbarians in the 2018 Legends of League grand final here in a very overcast Central Coast Stadium. I reckon we're due for rain, but let's hope it holds off in the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Toddy
Oh, Carney's made a meal of it in the in-goal area.
He's had an air swing at the ball. It's bounced away from him and he's conceded a line drop.
Oh, maybe fatigue getting the better of him. Maybe a misjudge of the bounce, who knows?
Well, he might come up with something special here. He's got to try and find the sideline, Todd Carney.
He's been a superb player here today, hasn't he?
And he's kicked it straight to the biggest guy in the tournament.
So Mason now will just charge at the line. And it's a 3 Barbarian player tackle that puts him to ground. From dummy half will be Mature. He goes left side, gives it away to Shifty Sherwin. Nicely, beautifully to Holdsworth. Holdsworth back inside to the general. Patton now plays it at the line. Going left and right, run forward, son. Fired the pass across field. Chance out wide. But it's
going back to the old days. Obstruction. Billy's going back to 1986. Luke Patton running sideways. Done the old obstruction. You can't run behind.
Oh, well,
don't worry about interpretation of inside shoulders, outside shoulders.
I think Parramatta was still doing the wedge in that year.
The wall, Robbo had the wall set up.
Oh, the Dogs of War and the entertainers. So Tinga now will have the tap and go from the halfway. And now Wayman winds himself up and charges at the Bulldogs. Big man on big man. What a great battle between those two. They shift it wide now. Carney gives the ball back inside and the Barbarians charge forward. Good pass back in field. And now they will take it forward through Fatawira, who is tackled on the ground. Quick play the ball needed from dummy half here. They'll shift it wide and go right. Carney holds up the pass, gives it flying back inside. Fatawira gives, Waterhouse couldn't hold it. And it's come back. No, it's play on, is it? No, surely not. There was about 200 knock-ons in that play there.
So that'll be a knock-on against the Barbarians. So the Dogs will get the ball again here. They'll just keep completing their sets. Couple of minutes to go. 21 minutes we're up to on the clock.
Well, you'd think after 8 games, Brett Kamali, that commentator fatigue would set in, but you're more up and about now than you were
How good is this?
at 1 o'clock.
It's like you don't win a premiership in March. Like, you don't care about the first couple of weeks. Get to September.
Well, it was this year. So the Bulldogs now, and they charge forward. O'Mealy, he will be tackled 5 short of the halfway line. Chance for the Bulldogs. They lead by 6. They go left. Goes to Patton. Patton puts on the show and go. Tried to get the pass.
Still got to
away.
go left.
Couldn't get it. Kamali says go
up the left, DJ.
Go up the middle. They need to go to the right. That's brilliant stuff. There's a try here for the Bulldogs. Right under the black dot, and it's a bonus one for the Bulldogs.
Brad Moran is going to be the star.
So now they lead 25-14. That bonus try, that might be the difference in this grand final. And the Bulldogs, they could be going back-to-back.
What about the play from Holdsworth? First goes up the short side, gets the quick play of the ball, bounces back up, goes up the middle of the field, throws a dummy to Sherwin. He gets smashed off the ball, and Brad Moran pops up. What is Brad? There's the Sherwin knocked off the play. Brad Moran. Oh, the unsung hero.
Well, it's the 1%, as they say in rugby league, that make all the difference.
Jersey 23 on.
And that's got to be worth at least 10% in this grand final. Goes down towards the in-goal area. And now big Johnny Scandalis will swing it up. And
I don't know if he's going to create much on that return. There's no fear of a chip kick from Scando or anything, is there?
Well,
a bit different to kicking at the Bowen.
Well, that's very true. So he comes across the line. And now Bowen has the football for the Barbarians. 27-14. This might be enough for Canterbury. Only about 90 seconds to go in the grand final. They take it forward. The Barbarians need a miracle. Carney fires the pass across. Scando tries to pick it up. He goes. Play on is the call from the referee.
But we'll call that from the shoulders up tackle. We won't worry about going from the shoulders down.
So they'll play it now. Hyington, he's the man of this tournament. That's what I'm calling. Carney puts the kick across field. And now it's gone over on that far side. Roberts puts the kick, taps it through. Bulldogs have got it. Now Sherwin gives it away. Patton wants it.
Holdsworth.
Now Holdsworth puts a kick down to the in-goal area. Is there a chance? Is there a try? Bulldogs charging forward. No, they've missed out, I think, from
General's
Patton.
knocked on.
Oh, he could have got his 5th try of the tournament.
It won't matter. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Brett Kamali's
Canterbury
jumping
back
around.
to back.
He's jumping
Matty
around.
Bowen.
Oh, Bowen puts a kick. Is there a little bit of brilliance from the kid from North Queensland? No, there isn't. The Bulldogs will take it. That'll be it, you would think. Brett Kamali's jumping around. The Bulldogs are high-fiving. They've gone back-to-back at the Legends of League. That's it. The siren goes. The Steeden goes into row 47. And the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, they've done it again in Gosford. 27-14. What a tournament. 8 games of rugby league. A brilliant finish to this competition. Brett Kamali, what have you made of today and the Legends of League Part 2?
Oh, it's been so much better than last year, I think. Obviously, I get to have the fun up here instead of getting tackled and smashed around. The crowd has been enormous. The talent has been great. The football has been wonderful to watch. The tackles, the desperation, the freakish nature, the great spirit that got played in. Andrew Ryan gets to hold the trophy up for back-to-back years. The Dogs have come. They were the favourites. They had been challenged.
Yes.
Unfortunately for the Barbarians, they've run out of troops. They've run out of soldiers by the end of the day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And couldn't hang on. But, this secret training sessions that you're meant to have or not have, obviously Canterbury maybe did a few of them. I don't know.
They'll be telling everyone they've had 1,000 of them, Brett Kamali.
A couple of secret training sessions. It's been a wonderful success. The people here have all been buzzing and smiling. Out the back was enormous today. So if you didn't attend this year, please come next year. Please attend and be a part of this day.
Well, the last time the Bulldogs went back-to-back, it was 84-85, and their coach, Terry Lamb, was a part of those victories. He is the coach. Let's go down sideline to Andy Raymond. Andy, what have you got down there for us, mate?
I've got the skipper back-to-back. Andrew Ryan, well done.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was a tough day today. It was great spirit again, but I'll tell you what, some of the games, compared to last year, I don't know if it's... I know it's an age thing, but I don't know if it's... it just felt harder today. I reckon everyone went to a new level. Last year was a bit unknown, but today, that was some tough games.
You can all come in with great intentions, but you're natural competitors, so you are going to go a little extra, aren't you?
Well, yeah, you're right. You do get out there and try and compete, but our little phrase was, don't embarrass ourselves, don't get injured. So that was our mentality the whole time, and I guess for the last 2 years. But it's been good, and honestly, to catch up with some of the players that we play alongside here today, but also to see all these other teams and the crowds as well, it's phenomenal.
One thing a lot of people have missed today, there's a lot of you guys have got your kids here, and for many of the kids, it's the first time they've seen Dad do their thing.
Yeah, you're right, and it's probably the biggest thing that we spoke about after last year's game. My kids are around here, and all of our kids floating around. It's probably made it the most special thing about it.
Terry Lamb, the coach, he went back-to-back in 84 and 85. Bar the good luck charm, but I guess we already knew that.
Absolutely, and his words of inspiration, he just gave us the thumbs up, good luck pre-game. So keep it simple. That was the motto today.
Well done, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Well, there he is, Andrew Ryan, Bobcat, down there with Andy Raymond. What a terrific competition. There's the final score on your screen, 27-14. Let's take a look at all the highlights from this wonderful grand final between the Bulldogs and the Barbarians. Take us through it, Brett Kamali.
Yeah, I started with some freakishness from Matty Bowen, and he did it all day. That right foot kick. Amos Roberts was able to get the first try. They come up here, keep the ball going alive. Mick Crockett passes the ball to Craig Gower. That's the second try for the Barbarians. They come on the back of a couple of errors for the Dogs. And then here, Fadawira makes a massive line break. Great tackle by Steve Turner. He plays the ball. And then for the next 5 minutes, all the flow goes back in favour of Canterbury because they started making some errors and some decisions. Pass was a bit too good there from Royaz Atasi. Matty Bowen, you're not going to stop him 2-on-2. Tony Grimaldi did wonderful, though, to keep him away from the bonus zone. And then the second half, well, the Dogs had found their groove a little bit. Unfortunately for the Barbarians, they ran out of troops. They were just out on their feet. By the end of the day, they had 3 players that were seriously not able to play, so they're out of numbers. Tony Grimaldi falls away over the line. Sam Perrott scores the bonus point, and all of a sudden the Dogs started getting some flow, getting some money. And then obviously Daniel Holdsworth, I thought the second half, come up with some massive plays, some really big plays that either go down the short side. He found Andrew Ryan on this occasion. Brett Sherwin gets knocked out of the way there, and he finds a great runner in Brad Moran coming back through the middle. So the Dogs, through probably Holdsworth and just the ability of winning the big moments in the second half, were wonderful to watch.
Well, you can see all the presentation action getting ready and set. We'll take a break. On the other side, all the action of the presentation. This has been the Legends of League competition. Canterbury Bankstown, they have gone back-to-back with a brilliant win over the Barbarians. The final score, 27-14. We'll be back with a break. On the other side, all the action of the final presentation.